What up, YouTube? Russ here. Getting ready, got my shit all packed up. Just making a game plan for the Vegas trip. Got Sam tagging along, so just kind of breaking down a couple strategies for him yesterday, and he's actually over on his way, messed around a little bit before we head to the airport. So just thought maybe I would do a Vegas strategy recap and review kind of deal of different options and different ways of playing based on table. Based on how the table is going, right? So, a couple things before we get started. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, if you like new, fresh ideas, new content, I like to take a lot of strategies and test them in real world scenarios. Anybody can put a strategy together at home and run it and have it work, but the real test is putting your own money against it and running it at a casino multiple times to see if it holds water. Not saying that anybody doesn't do that. I'm just saying that is something that I do, and I know that that's what I do. So I have never had a problem putting my own money on the table, trying to see if something would work. I pride myself in my ability to maneuver in between strategies. So what I kind of like to do is take a strategy, right, and then add my own twist to it. I think that's what separates me from other people. I'm not gonna, if something doesn't look like it's working, I'm not gonna just stand there and go down with the ship. So a couple things, just like my approach. Well, as I was saying, yeah, if you haven't yet subscribe to my channel, hit the smash button on that bell notification. Make sure it says all. It'll be a bell with like a little ringer around it. Also, check out a couple channels, right? Do me a favor. Let It Roll just hit 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you're checking out his videos. George from CY, Sleepy25, and not new to the scene, but new to putting up videos. Check him out. It's Clutch Pyro. If you follow anybody's videos on YouTube and you check out the comments, he's in there. His name is Clutch, CLUTCH Pyro, like fireworks, Clutch Pyro. Dude's very cool. He actually just built a really sweet shooting station. So check that out if you're into needing to build something. He did a really good job. So let's get on with it, yeah. So there's a couple things that I want to do and how I'm approaching this trip, right? So because there is $5 tables, there's $10 tables, and so on and so forth. I probably won't play on anything less than a $10 table, but that's just my preference. So obviously my first instinct to walk up to any table, don't pass, right? Don't pass waiting on a decision, for a decision to be made. Once that decision is made, I'm going to do one of two things. Person's just, if he's doing this, or she is doing this, or this is what I get a lot of here in Cleveland. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I see people do it, right? They smack the dice against the wall, right? If I see this, right, I'm automatically going right here. Boom, let it travel. Boom, let it travel. Boom, let it travel. I'll get like $100. I usually put like $100 in my hand like this, right? I'll have my chips set out, and I'll have $100, and I'm gonna run $100 through here until they 7 out, right? So that's my first instinct. That's the first thing I do at any table. Second thing, right? $10 don't pass. let it travel. Right? With 10 bucks, I probably wouldn't be doing too much, but say I get 2 inside numbers. Go ahead and give the dealer 20 bucks, tell him put me up on the 5 and 9. Right? Start my blender. Everybody, I mean, I've got so many great comments from people. Love the blender. The blender has made me a shitload of money. I mean, I'm telling you, like, a shitload of money. It's just one of those things that, like, it's so universal. You can do it with so many different things, you know. If one point gets knocked off, you can leave it, take another hit. I mean, someone's just drilling a number, leave it. As of lately, I've been doing a lot more of not, instead of just letting the final decision come through, just getting to a certain point and taking everything down and starting over. Starting fresh with just the DC on the back. So we'll say hypothetically, you got the 5, the 9, place that, right? Got a DC, it travels to the 4, I leave it, don't front that. Got another $10, it travels to the 8. I go ahead and place the 8 for 12 bucks. Right? Now, let's say hypothetically the 8 hits, right? So the 8's gonna pay me 14. Don't worry about where I'm getting the money from. I'm just kind of showing you what to do here. So it gets paid 14, right? This comes off, right? So this 14, I'll go ahead and bump that up one time, right? Take the balance, go ahead and drop this back here, right? So 8 gets hit again, this comes over here, this gets paid. Then, you know what I might do is say, you know what, dealer? Take the whole thing down. I'll just go like this. So I've collected a couple times, so on and so forth. And just start over. Now I'd probably go up to like 15 bucks, right? And let it go a couple times. So that's one strategy that I would do, flat bet to blender right off the bat, right? The next thing I'm thinking about doing is, just when I'm just getting there, doing that video that I did the other day, the 5-9 parlay to the 6-8, right? So obviously I'd probably be on don'ts, just for one, you know. I'm gonna put it on there for one shooter, or one time per shooter. If it gets knocked off, I don't go back up, right? Then place, well, I'll probably play 10, yeah, 10 or 15, 5-9, right? If 5-9 gets hit, pays 12 bucks, I'll pay $12 each, right? What the hell am I saying? Pays $14. Pays $14. Damn, I'm tired. Alright. Pays 14. At that point, now I have a now I have 44 inside on the cheap. Right? Now we're working. Right? Then from here, at this point, the one thing that I have not showed you, so hopefully you stick around, or you are sticking around for this, because I've noticed people like to bail out early and they miss a lot of really good shit. What I do from here is now I'm mentally saying, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this money and I'm going to put it in a field. But what I'm going to do in this field is I'm going to lay out in my rack, I'm going to set my chips like this: 10, 15, 10, 15, 20, 25, and $30, just like that, right? So let's run a scenario real quick. And we'll use just these just so you can see what it looks like. 5 gets hit, right? 5 gets paid $14. Right? Take the $14 and add my $10 to the field. Wait for a decision. So, if it's a field number, this gets paid. At that point, I take this and all of my money down. Right? So that's the scenario. If it gets a 5, 6, or an 8, if it gets a 5, 6, or an 8 and I lose it, take that pay, so the $14 again. So you get paid $14 again. Now I'm at $15. I add my 15 to it. Now I'm climbing the field with the pay from the 5, 6, or an 8. So as you can see, I'm adding the pay from the 5, 6, and 8 to the 10. Sorry about that, guys. We're all getting ready for our trip, so that was a phone call. So this is what the strategy looks like, right? On a breakdown on this, since it was an interruption. Start out with a 5 or a 9. Either one of those gets hit. Go to we start trying to go inside, right? Now we're sprawling to the 6, sprawling to the 8. So if you hit the 5, you get 14. You go to the left. You hit the 9. You go to the 8, right? We're trying to hit the inside. As soon as we start working, getting some numbers, we take the pay from the 5, 6, or 8, drop it down here. So what I would do, and how I would do this, is like so. Right? And on my rack here, I have 10, 15, 20, 25, and $30 laid out because I'm going to add it. Every time the money comes, I get hit from the field or from the 5, 6, or 8. I drop it into the field and then I add my progression to it looking for one-time hit. So as it goes up, if I get to $30 plus that, I'm going to get paid. I put it all back into the rack and I start back at $10. Right? So 10 pays 14. Take your $14, right? Put it over here. Put your $12. Grab your $10 9. Grab your $10 9. Slide it to the 8. Put the other $2. So you got $12 here. Put the other $2 there. So now you have a 5, 6, 8, right? And then go right to the field. That's the other strategy. So hopefully I explained that. If not, if I didn't explain it well enough, send me a message and I'll get it back to you. Because it's really kind of two strategies, right? It's the 5, 9, sliding it down to a 5, 6, 8 with one hit. And then I'm going ahead and I'm going to ladder my field. Laddering the field. Have not done a video on that yet, but Sam and I have been working it and I've been using it in the casino. And I kind of like it. So it's like 6 gets paid $14. I'll add my 10, right? So I'll take their 14. I'll take their $14 and my 10. Hope to hit a 9. If I hit a 9 or an 8, like any field number, I'll take the pay, rack it, and then I wait for another roll. So actually, I'll be on $10. If 5, 6, or 8 hits, I lose this but get paid 14. I'll lose that, but I'll get paid $14. Right? So now I'll take their $14 and my $15. So now I have $29. Boom, get hit. Not. If it does not get hit, it's a 5, 6, or an 8, I'll take their $14. I'll take that $14 and I'll put it with my 20. If that doesn't get hit, it's a 5, 6, or an 8, I'll put it with my 25. It will get hit. And when it does, take it over, start back at 10. Alright, without making this video too long, the last thing I'm going to do is, and this is what I'm looking and most excited about trying, and if you have not yet seen his video, if you have not seen Rick from Let It Roll video on his 36 builder, then jump over to Let It Roll's channel and check it out. But this is how I'm going to play it. I'm playing it with a little bit more money. So I'm starting out with $30 don't pass. $30 don't pass. And then I am going, or am I doing 40? No, actually I'm doing, it's 40. Yep, it's a $40 don't pass. Sorry about that. $40 don't pass. Wait for a point to get established, right? Then I'm going $15. I think I got a grand there. I did. Going 15s. $15 there, right? So what I would actually do myself is, if I was throwing, and I know I could hit that 6 pretty easily, I'd probably bump that up to a $36, a $36 25. So here's 25, 35, 30. 25, 35, $36, 6, just like that. And then I would go ahead and cap off this. All right, that's what that looks like, right? That's the start. The next thing you do is you put $15 in the cum. Right? So you got one roll, establish the point, go up across. Cum box. He uses a C&E bet, a crap check. I will not use a crap check. I will take the loss on the craps. It's just, I mean, as much as I play, I mean, if I was going to the casino, maybe like to play for an hour or 2 hours. I mean, I play 5 or 6 hours a week, which doesn't seem like that much in hindsight, but I do it over a course of like 5 or 6 days. So I'm there every day, 45 to an hour. I eat and then I leave. Right? So how this strategy works, go out here, first roll, right? This pays 21. Here's 20, here's 21. Put 15 bucks. 1, 2, 3. Put this $21 in your rack. Next number, 8. Let's pay $21. 21. Hey, just heads up, when I get home from Vegas, a couple things. I just thought about getting a new microphone. Got those headphones for some reason not compatible with iPhone, and the next thing I'm doing is we're ramping up the gift card giveaway. So, all right. So you got two comes. At that point, you pull these down, you let it ride. Now we're just playing, right? So we pulled all this off the table. This right here is what we pulled off the table. My only thing is I'm going to put something out here on my point. I'm not really too worried about getting paid on that. I'm just trying to collect, because what I'll do is if I see that he's just hitting a couple numbers and I think I've got a better chance on the don't, I'll pull this down and take a chance. I mean, we're gambling. So, that's a couple things. Flat betting, 5-9 slide in for a 5-6-8, hopping and progression, ladder on that field, and then 36 builder. I've done a 64, and then this would be like 80 something. So 80 something plus, I'd probably prop up that 6 a bit. So if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, help me grow my channel. Make sure you hit the bell notification. I will be in Vegas this weekend. I'm going to be putting up some videos. So hopefully you guys smash that like button and follow me while I take their money. All right, YouTube. Until later. Preston, I'm out.